In the last session, we have discussed V model. So verification and validation will be taken place parallelly. In this, the difference majorly between waterfall model and V model is, see, after completion of one phase, we are moving to the another phase if it is a waterfall model. And while we are in the other phase, we cannot able to go back. Here in the V model, development and testing will be done parallelly. Development and testing will be done parallelly, and which are the phases will comes under the verification phase, which are the phases will comes under validation. That all we have discussed, advantages and disadvantages as well we have discussed in the last session. And next we are going to be discuss the spiral model. Spiral, just I think everyone know about the web. So the spiral web or something will call that, it is going to be form everything in a concentric circles. Spiral model. See here, all the phases are followed in iterations. Phases followed in iterations. Iterations in a sense, loops. See, the phases of SDLC, the innermost loop is of requirement gathering, which follows planning, then risk analysis, development, and evaluation. So this will be happening, and the next loop is designing. So like this, it is going to be considered. For all the four things, it is going to be considered like the first phase will be, the innermost loop will be considered for, innermost loop is for requirement gathering and analysis, which follows planning, risk analysis, development, and evaluation. Next loop is designing. So then implementation and testing. Like this, it is going to be performed. So in the planning phase, how it is going to be work, requirement gathering will be done, where we are going to be gather all the information from the customer and it is documented. Next, here itself, the software requirement documentation is going to be created. In the risk analysis phase, the best solution is selected for the risk involved and analysis is done on building the prototype. Whatever it may be, the risk involved in accessing the data from remote database can be, that data access rate might be too slow. The risk can be resolved by building a prototype of the data accessing system. Whatever may be the risk we are going to be get here, that risk is going to be analyzed very quickly. Analyzed very quickly in the requirement gathering phase itself. And engineering, what will happen here? Once the risk analysis is done, then we have to go with testing and coding and testing. Once the risk analysis is done, coding and testing has to be done. Next, evaluation. See, customer is going to be evaluate the developer system in the next iteration. These all will be happening in this. What is prototype model? What is iterative model? Also, we will discuss. See, first, I'll show you the diagram of spiral. Then you will come the clear picture. innermost loop, in the innermost loop, it is going to be identify the risk management and then prototypes, design, code, integration, test, implementation, all the things. So here it will be having 4 phases. It has 4 phases. Planning, risk analysis, engineering, evaluation. So these are all will be happen. See, innermost loop of innermost loop is requirement gathering and analysis. Risk analysis, which follows the planning, risk analysis, development, and evaluation. In the next loop, is design followed by implementation and testing. Implementation and testing. What are the advantages we have here? See, risk analysis is done extensively using the prototype models. What is prototype model? That all we'll discuss. See here. Risk analysis is done extensively using prototype models. See, if any enhancement has to be done or changes has to be done in the next phase or next iteration can be done. Next iteration can be done. Enhancement or changes in the functionality can be done in the next iteration. So in the next iteration, we are going to be do it. That will be possible, which is not possible in the waterfall model and as well as the V model. So next disadvantages we are coming here. So this will be helpful for us to implement the large projects only. So here cost will be high. It may take more number of iterations, because of that only it will lead high time also to reach the development of complete product. It means spiral model will be helpful for us for a big projects only, where it will take more time, more amount also. See your spiral model is best for large projects. Cost can be high as it takes large number of iterations. And leads to high time also. For developing the for completion of product. Yeah, these are the advantages and disadvantages what we have with the spiral model.